for 12 rounds for the undisputed super lightweight championship of the world. It all goes down tomorrow, Saturday, February 26th, from the OVO Hydro here in Glasgow, Scotland. 7 p.m. local time, 2 p.m. Eastern, back in the United States. Broadcasting live on Sky Sports, Sky Sports News, and ESPN Plus. It is now time to weigh in the challenger, the WBO #1 ranked contender, bringing a undefeated record into the ring. 26-0, 13 victories coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Lancashire, England, Jack Catterall!
This guy, Matt.
Yeah, very much so, and also Jamie Moore was like that as well, and that'll rub off on him. So
Unless he's in the ring with you.
no, he was cool, calm and collected. That's why he beat me. I was too fired up, but no, look, that calm influence of Jamie. He's calm anyway. Don't get me wrong. But,
913 stones, 139 pounds. 913 stones, 139 pounds for the challenger.
139 pounds then for Jack Catterall.
It is
looking
now
good.
time to bring out the champion. He too brings a perfect record into the ring. 18 victories, no
Crowd on their
defeats.
feet.
13 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. From Prestapans, Edinburgh, Scotland, the Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor!
Johnny, I imagine this will be quite an emotional time for Josh Taylor. He hasn't fought here until 2019 was the last time. This homecoming for him has been a long time coming.
He's one of the few fighters that truly believe he is the best in the world, and in my opinion he is the best in the world in his division.
Let's just see what he comes in at on the scales.
10 stone, 140 pounds. 10 stone, 140 pounds for the champion.
For Josh Taylor. How does he look to you, Johnny?
I think he looks strong. I think he looks strong.
He's always quite big for the weight, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's huge for the weight.
He's big for the weight. Under the eyes are dark. The jaw was very drawn. I think it was strong. He might be able to make the weight, and I always say I can get you down to 4 stone, but you know, might not be able to tie your shoelaces. He needs to be able to perform at his best, his optimum, at the weight he's at. So far, he can make the weight easy. So let's just keep an eye on that, because you know he's a big guy at the weight. He said he can make it easy because he trains hard. But
Well, apparently one of his big changes amongst his team has been his nutritionist, and how much that has benefited him, especially in 5 weeks. Mel, who looks after all his PR and everything, was saying that it's just maintained his level of concentration. He hasn't had the ups and downs and mood swings. He's just felt more happier. So
Josh Taylor's massive 140 pound.
there is absolute beef between these.
For the undisputed super lightweight championship of the world.
Josh Taylor all week, Matt, has been doing his best to try and get under Jack Catterall's skin. Does he need his animosity? Do you think Josh Taylor can bring out the best in him?
I think Taylor likes following the belly. You need someone to come back.
I don't think it was a bad decision. I think it was because he did better than everyone else was expecting. So because he did better than everyone else was expecting, they automatically think he won the fight. But he never won the fight. The right man won the fight. But it was a far from a marquee performance from myself. But the right man won the fight, and you know, it is what it is. You're always going to have doubters, but you know, it wasn't my best performance. But the right man won the fight, and I think that's more what the case is because he did better than everyone was expecting, they automatically think he won the fight, but he never won the fight. I scored the bigger shots, was the boss from midway through to the end, and you know, with the point getting taken off of me as well, made the scorecards a little closer, but I definitely won the fight. For me to get the fight for the undisputed title against Ramirez, on the back of it, I'd give Jack his chance at the shot of the belts, and I did that, you know, and fair play to Jack. He turned up and he gave it his best shot, and he was very competitive in the fight, but he never won the fight. You know, he did better than he expected, I think, and you know, but he never won the fight. The right man won the fight, but you know, that'll be my last performance at 140.
It was difficult. We spent a couple of days at home. We was upset. We cried. We mourned. But we've drawn a line underneath it now. It's the past. We can't go back to February the 26th. It's about moving forward. We know what happened that night, but again, what can we do? We've just got to move on.
You know what it is, Danny? I don't dislike anyone in boxing, but I think the way Josh has carried himself over the last couple of months has been a bit distasteful. And I seen a post that Pro Bellum had put out about 3 fighters, and he'd made a reply to it. So I thought, you know what? The baby was in bed, the missus was in bed. I thought, I'll have this one tonight, and I showed him on the king of Twitter as well.
Great stuff. Yeah, like you say, you don't dislike anyone in boxing, but what is it about his behaviour since the fight that's kind of got you a little bit?
You know, I'm the first fighter to go over and show the respect and shake the fighter's hand, and I think before the fight, I think I said it in a press conference. Look, the best man will win. I shook his hand and said, look, we can shake hands after the fight, etc. But getting to know Josh, getting to know him as the fight was building up and focusing more on him, so to speak. But if you look down Josh's timeline, I don't think he's a nice person. The way he's interacted with fans, the way he's carried himself, and the stuff he does out the gym, certainly not somebody I would want to be friends with. And that kind of grew on me as the fight approached. And then certainly after the fight, some of the comments and the things he said and done, I don't agree with. But I'll reiterate, I don't have any hate towards Josh. The decision was out of his hands. That's down to the judges. But I do think there's the stuff Josh could have done that was better. But it is what it is.
You know what? I've put that to bed now. We agreed to all the terms of the rematch. Through no fault of my own, it didn't materialise, so we've got to move on now. Taylor's doing his thing, I'm doing mine, and I do believe we'll meet down the line.
What were the finer details for the reasons why the rematch didn't take place?
Yeah, it was all out of my hands, to be honest. We agreed it, and I think the day before the announcement, the fight got pulled from under me, so everything was kind of out of my control. Just got, obviously, I've just signed with Matchroom now, and they got me a fight date, so that's where my focus is.
The word on the street is that the fight between you and Jack Catterall, the rematch, has been agreed. What is the latest with it?
No, nothing's been agreed. I saw that today on social media. I don't know where it came from, but we are in talks, and we're trying to get that fight made, and that's the fight we want next.
How far along is the deal?
Well, I'm leaving that to my lawyer, and we're sort of getting somewhere now, so we should hopefully hear something in the next week. You know, the next phone call I want to hear from my lawyer is that it's been agreed and we're ready to go.